So we're just going to go for the second move of the yoga and weight sequence. So again, we're using two arms with this and one leg. We're going to empty one leg and fill up the next, as with all these. Again, we're going to, as we empty one leg, fill up the next, we're going to exploit the speed and tempo and the range. Slow is harder, fast is easier. Bigger motions will be harder to stabilise, smaller will be easier. And that varies with some Pilates, like micro moves, fast micro moves, creates even more instability. But again, I'm not going to worry too much about that. We're going to just really go really slow, get the most out of it. Bring in the biceps there with your core and the one leg. Again, really good for posture, working on the one leg. And just exchange from side to side. We're simply over mimicking the walking gait, so we're just making it nice and functional for everyday life. So you're taking that into everyday life basically to make this nice and functional. Supporting the spine as always. Zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, as in Ashtanga, yoga or Pilates. You do that in a different way a little bit in Ashtanga, but we won't go too much detail with that. Just keep good posture. Even before you start, allow your shoulders to drop down, just so you know where they are, because sometimes they can be up here. Obviously, we're going on lighter weights. It won't be, some people it won't be that light, or it'd be heavier, etc. for others. But just going on 2 kilos with these, and just going really slow with it, really, so we can keep the speed and the tempo challenging us, so we get the most out of a lighter weight before you move up. Main thing with the bicep curl part, the arm part, we're just keeping the lower portion of the arm moving while the upper portion of the arm is going to stay still. So this basically, this upper portion is going to move and this part's going to move, okay, as we empty one leg, fill up the next. Again, just watch sort of swinging back and forth, we don't need that. And again, like I say, you can always make, if it's too light the weight, you can always slow it down even more and do it in a different tempo, slower than I'm doing it even. You can super slow it, depending how hard or easy you want to make it. Again, you're coming down to soft elbows here, just shy of locking out and back again. And slowly down. Lovely. So, gonna just go into that. Again, got these weights here. So again, and come back to get the legs in and talk you through it. Zip up, scoop out your abdominals. The breathing also is you're breathing through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. Generally, the first motion is going to be the exhale. The next one's going to be the inhale. Okay, again, if you got it the wrong way around, it wouldn't kill you. Don't get too hung up. Just simply calibrate and synchronize the breath and the motion. Integrate the breath and the movement. It's going to go back. Just let them shoulders down, just so you know where they are. And again, from here, you're going to empty one leg, fill up the next. So shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. Let them shoulders mount down in towards the body. So a trickle of water just running down the back and dispersing. Mount the shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. We're going to start easier and then progress up. Okay, so again, you can just slowly come up, partially empty one foot and come back down. Lift the heel and back down, keeping the hips in the same plane. So if you've got sort of headlights on your hips and they're facing the front, okay, not sort of searchlights all over the show. Gather in, throw that corset on, zip up on the hollow here and slowly back down. Exploit that negative phase. With the breathing, you're going to zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. Again, you're going to exhale, first motion, breathing, come back. Soft elbows at the top, just moving the lower portion of the arm and keeping the upper portion still. Okay, so from there, if you want to take it on a level, depending where you're at, you can just lift a millimetre off the floor and slowly back down. Okay, again, sometimes it's hard to do. That makes you, if you do a little motion to start off with, that helps you lengthen out between big toe, little toe, easier, because we're mimicking these little micro moves of everyday life, and they're like millimetres. So again, that's a good one to get that awareness, to gather in, zip up and hollow. If you want to move on higher, then you just exploit the range, speed and tempo. So come up a little bit higher, higher you come, the harder it is. If it's a little bit lower, that's fine. Just see what suits you. Exploit the range, speed and tempo to make it as easy or as hard as you want. Again, it's your union of your mind and body. So again, if you want to come up higher, you can do. And slowly back down, gathering against the instability, navel towards the spine. Feel that soft cushion of the earth, so that foot just melts back in towards the floor, and then go again. Exhale, first motion, breathing, come down. Okay, if you want to start with feet slightly wider than hip width apart, you can do. Optional, exhale, first motion, breathing, come back down. Okay, or you can just come back into alignment. With this one, I'm more going for alignment, so I'd say just keep the feet in line with knees in line with hips, basically a sort of natural standing posture. Some people will say slightly wider than hip width apart. See what suits you, nothing set in stone. Again, exhale, coming up, breathing in, coming back down. Feel that soft cushion of the earth, root the foot in. If you want to go slower, you can go slower, so you can just come up and really hang there for a while, and slowly come back down. And again, you know, even if you've got a light weight, you'll make that harder eventually by super slowing it. Okay, again, gather in, keep your shoulders down, slowly back down. Again, exhale, first motion, coming up, empty one leg, and then fill up the next. Feel that soft cushion of the earth, so that foot just melts back down, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders, navel towards the spine. Again, you'll feel the gentle transfer from side to side. Gather in, find that center line again, and go again. Empty one leg, fill up the next. It wouldn't have to be as high as this, it could be lower. You find you're all over the show, exploit that range. Go lower and a little bit faster, okay, if you have to. So that could be sort of little motions here and back to start off with, or even here, fast and little motions, or, you know, once you get used to it, you'll slow it down and you'll be up here. Empty one leg, fill up the next, slowly down, soft elbows, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. Just exploit that speed and tempo. Feel that soft cushion of the earth, so that foot just melts in towards the floor, and then come up again. But again, you might find here, coming down, feet in line with hips or slightly wider. See what suits you. Okay, as long as your feet are not ski width, they're facing the front naturally, that's fine. Okay, so again, missed a beat there. So exhale one on a positive phase, coming up, negative phase coming down, breathing in. Exhale, coming up, that positive phase there, that first phase. Breathing in, coming down. This is where we really exploit the speed and tempo. This is the hardest bit, the negative phase of all these exercises. So that's where we really exploit the speed and tempo. Slow is harder, fast is easier. Exhale, positive phase there. Breathing, come back down. This is where you can really exploit the speed and tempo. This is the hardest part, okay, of any exercises there. And again, exhale, breathing in, coming back down. Shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. Lengthen up from the crown as if you've got a puppet string, a hook, a brace on your head, pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Again, I've lost count of how many I did there, but again, just go for about 14, something like that. Obviously with the reps, see what suits you. Generally say like sort of 12 to 20 is endurance range, whatever. But really it's how slow you do it. You know, even as they sometimes say like sort of strength range, that lower reps can be more strength range when you got sort of heavier weights, etc. But it's how slow you could do it. So really what I'm saying is, you know, if you was doing 8 super slow, you know, that, you know, would that necessarily be in your strength range? Do you know what I mean? It'd be more in your endurance phase if you're doing it sort of super slow. So it's out, basically it's how slow you do it, okay? And that'll make it as hard or as easy as you like. Remember, it's your union of your mind and body. It only makes it as easy or as hard as you like, with speed and the tempo and the modifications gonna give on these videos. Lovely, that was number 2. Bang.